Dave Taiclet's hometown of 200 people had a four-way stop, one gas station, one grocery store, and a grain elevator. So anywhere else he has traveled must have seemed like the big city. He was born in August 1963 in Winnemac, Indiana, to Gordon and Dorothy. And Dave is pictured here with his siblings, Teresa, Rebecca, Pamela, Danny, and Barbara, and their mother. Working on the family's small farm and other businesses, Dave says he will always be inspired by his parents' 64-year marriage and how they raised 6 children. Dave attended the University of Notre Dame on an ROTC scholarship and graduated in 1985 with a degree in finance and economics before serving 4 years in the U.S. Army, rising to the rank of captain in the 4th Infantry Division. Dave met his wife Kathy at a popular pub on campus where she worked, and after meeting her, he says he and his friends became frequent patrons. They married in 1987 and have 4 children, David Jr., John, Elizabeth, and Claire. Growing up in the family agribusiness, Dave says he learned all the positives and negatives of owning a family business and knew at an early age he wanted to own a business that had those positive attributes. Therefore, after earning his MBA from Harvard University in 1991 and working for several years with Cargill, Dave co-founded Alpine Confections, Inc. with his business partner and Harvard classmate Taz Murray. Their initial acquisitions were Utah-based KenCraft Inc. and Maxfield Candy Company, both family-run and operated. A year later, he acquired this giant halibut. Dave says he quickly picked up the skills to make KenCraft icing decorations, lollipops, and candy canes, but he learned the most from other people in the industry, such as Candy Hall of Famers Jack Lees, Bill Ryan, and Tony Sweet, as well as Bill Revere and Paul Cummings. Adopting his grandfather's positive outlook on life, Dave continually tells his children to go and have the best day of their life. He also says he has tried to keep learning every hour of every day. At the family dinner table, the conversation always starts with asking his children to talk about one thing they learned that day. And somewhere during his timeline, Dave must have learned to play baseball. Here he is throwing out the first pitch at a Cubs game. During a 10-year period, Dave helped Alpine grow from $12 million to $120 million in revenue, with acquisitions that included Dynamic Chocolates, Harry London, and Fannie Mae. Despite the success, Dave recalls a particularly humbling time when he and Taz had just finished an exhausting meeting in tough pursuit of Fannie Mae, with millions of dollars being thrown around. Back at their hotel, they realized they had only booked one room at a downtown Chicago low-cost chain. They tossed a coin to see who would get the roll-out couch. Dave claims his back still hurts. In 2006, 1-800-Flowers.com acquired Alpine Confections and the Fannie Mae, Fannie Farmer, and Harry London brands. Dave became the CEO of Fannie Mae Brands and then president of the Gourmet Food Group, where he assumed responsibility for a group of food businesses including Cheryl's Cookies, the Popcorn Factory, and eventually Design Pack Gifts and Harry and David. Dave says the Harry and David acquisition brought him full circle to his agribusiness roots because they harvest produce from more than 3,000 acres of pear and peach trees. The purchase accelerated the company's growth strategy, with sales exceeding more than $1.1 billion in 2016. Remaining true to his roots beyond our own shores, this image shows Dave, his son Dave Jr., and father Gordon in France, where the family originates. They are seen here with their family's host, Jacques Taiclet. And here the family is seen on son Jack's commissioning day into the U.S. Navy. Dave's industry involvement includes serving on the NCAA Executive Board and being a charter member of the NCAA's National Chocolate Council. He was also nominated for the 2016 Kettle Award. Giving back to charities and nonprofit organizations is something he is proud to be able to do. He is particularly passionate about sponsoring research, along with his wife Kathy, at the Harper Cancer Institute in Notre Dame, Indiana. The terrible disease, Dave says, impacted his own family directly and early in his sister Rebecca's life. As you can see, Dave is an avid fly fisherman and golfer who also enjoys sharing great dinners with friends, travel, and stories. Honored guests, it is our pleasure to welcome Kathy to the podium, who will help us induct Dave into the Candy Hall of Fame.